Good afternoon and welcome everyone to our introductory welcome celebration for our new men's basketball coach, Chris Acker. At this time, please bring up to the stage Executive Director of Athletics, Bobby Smitherin.
Well, there's a palpable excitement in this room. So I want to thank you all. First, say good afternoon and thank everybody for being here. This is an exciting moment in Long Beach State men's basketball history. The men's basketball head coaching position at Long Beach State University carries significant legacy with such prominent names as Jerry Tarkanian, Lute Olson, Tex Winter, and Seth Greenberg, just to name a few. In the spirit of how we recognize the past lays the foundation for the future, I want to take this time to publicly thank Dan Munson for his 17 years of service to Long Beach State University. He did that with great integrity and an unwavering commitment to do things the right way. Dan established himself as our all-time career victories leader with 275 wins and positioned our program for continued and sustained success. I'm grateful to Dan and his family for their contributions to Long Beach State University. Before I introduce several key members of our university community, I'd like to express my deep gratitude for our president of the university, Dr. Jane Connolly. Her shoe game, as you'll see, is second to none, and she's got some competition today from her vice presidents in the first row, so I'm not sure what's happening here, but President Connolly, would you please come up and share your thoughts? Please welcome President Jane Connolly.
Yes, I would always like to wear these shoes, and now Vice President Montoya's copied me, Vice President Appel has copied me. I don't know where it's going to stop. So thank you, Bobby, and thank you all for being here. It's so great to see this excitement. It is a very exciting day for Long Beach State men's basketball. As Bobby said, we have a rich history and many, many successes to celebrate. And it's been done for the campus, but also for our community. And also, as Bobby mentioned, our basketball program has benefited from leadership of many excellent coaches. And I'm grateful to all of those dedicated and enthusiastic coaches, but also their staff, certainly the scholar athletes, the fans, and the donors who have helped us build men's basketball into a highly competitive program that is now ready to take an exciting leap forward with the hiring of our new head coach, Chris Acker. As recently evidenced in the ongoing March Madness, Chris brings considerable experience in the areas of basketball strategy, player development, and recruiting to his new role. Equally important, he is also deeply committed to the academic and personal development of our student athletes. This kind of holistic outlook is a time-honored tradition here at Long Beach State, and it was extremely important to me and to all of us to find a head coach who shares those foundational values. I also think it's important to note that Chris is no stranger to our city or campus. He has family ties in our community. In fact, we're joined by Chris's cousin, Chanel Acker, she's a colleague in our College of the Arts. So probably you and Chris will figure out some fabulous basketball art thing to do that will wow everybody and win the game, of course. So, Chris, I'm so excited that you've chosen to be part of our campus and certainly the larger Long Beach community. And I know everybody here will enjoy getting to know certainly Chris and Stephanie, and their children aren't here tonight, but we have Malachi, Elijah, Elliot, and Colt, immediately increasing the attendance and recruitment success at Cal State Long Beach. So welcome all of you and your extended family who's here to our Beach family. And now I'll hand it back to Bobby. Thank you, and go Beach.
Thank you, President Connolly, for your words and your support. In attendance as well as our CFO and Vice President for Administration and Finance, Scott Appel, and our Vice President for University Relations and Development, Dan Montoya. I want to thank members of our staff and our community for their involvement in this search. Thank you, Dan Montoya. Gladys Jaffe, our Senior Associate AD for Special Projects and Strategic Initiatives. Katie Bird, our Senior Associate AD for Financial Operations. Paige McCowiak, our Assistant AD for HR Services. And two of our all-time great basketball players, Glenn McDonald and Ed Ratliff. Thank you. The search was led by Katie Stout with Turnkey ZRG, who provided tremendous leadership and guidance during our search, so thank you, Katie. As we looked forward to the next era of the men's basketball program, I knew that the head coaching position was going to be one that was highly coveted and a very desirable job. From our dynamic institution to the iconic facility of the Walter Pyramid, to our community and tremendous location, the basketball coaching community is well aware of the opportunity for significant, sustained success at the beach. There was broad interest and outreach from candidates across the country who have played and coached at the highest levels of basketball. And we had an extremely diverse pool of candidates that resulted in a very competitive selection process. Given this new era of the transfer portal, name, image, likeness legislation, it was imperative that whoever took over this position must be someone who had experience in those areas and a clear plan, for how to address them. As we embarked on this search, there were three critical areas of focus. First, to identify someone from a championship culture, one that annually competes for conference championships and has consistent and sustained success in the NCAA tournament. One that championship culture is a clear identity of offensive and defensive philosophy, an elite player development program, and a coaching staff that serves the recruiting needs of our program. Second, to identify someone who is a leader of young men, someone who believes in the holistic development of our student athletes and whose actions demonstrate that a college degree is an important value to the program and a desire to mentor the future leaders of our community. Third, an individual for which community engagement is critically important to them. Someone who has a connection to the city of Long Beach, who has a desire to engage our community of students, fans, great alumni that are here today, and the greater Long Beach community. Someone who recognizes we are a special legacy program with an incredible lineage of former great players and coaches. Chris Acker met all of those requirements. And I believe that he's uniquely positioned to be successful for these following reasons. One is his connection to the city of Long Beach, and I'm excited for him to share that with you. So I'm going to leave that there for you, Chris. His coaching acumen as demonstrated by the last 5 years at SDSU, which, as you think of their achievements, back-to-back Sweet 16 appearances, a Final Four, a national championship game appearance, multiple Mountain West Conference regular and conference tournament championships. There weren't many candidates, I don't know that there was one, who could boast 7 NCAA tournament victories over the last 2 years. And that doesn't include the pandemic-shortened season in 2020, in which SDSU was 30-2 and would have been a top seed in that tournament that year. Third, his familiarity with the Big West Conference, previously at the University of Hawaii, where he won a conference championship in 2016 and a program record 28 victories. He has incredible recruiting connections to Southern California and to the city of Long Beach, as well as international recruiting ties. His ability to elevate the talent of his players through a dedicated and structured development program that addresses each student athlete, their growth, and their skill development. He has a plan to be deeply engaged with this community, city of Long Beach, the region at large. And when he speaks to his coaching philosophy, connection to the community is one of his core values. This one I like. He is fiercely competitive. He's focused on excellence, and he has been successful at every stop in his career. In the junior college ranks as a head coach, at Hawaii, at Boise State, and SDSU. And lastly, his values, his integrity, and the passion he has for mentoring young men. I know Chris from our shared time together at SDSU, and I know him to be a high-character individual who is tremendously respected in the coaching community. He will be thoughtful and intentional in how he approaches this opportunity, and he will do it with passion, class, and dignity. I am extremely excited to welcome his fiancée, Stephanie. As Jane said, their expanding family, Malachi, Elijah, Colt, and Elliot, to our beach family, and to begin this next phase of their lives. We have a little surprise for Chris to share with you all, and you're going to see here how some folks in the basketball world feel about Chris. So let's play the video.
Congratulations are in order for you and your family. Nobody more deserving of you than this opportunity. Long Beach State is getting a great guy. I appreciate you keeping in contact with me as we part our ways from San Diego State. I know that you'll bring a lot of excitement to the Pyramid and to Long Beach itself. Wish you nothing but peace and prosperity on this new journey. I thank you for everything that you've done for me along the way. Salute.
Steve Fisher here, and on behalf of all the Fishers, I want to congratulate you and your family on your recent announcement as the new head men's basketball coach at Long Beach State University. I can't wait to watch you put your mark on beach basketball like you have with every program you've been associated with. Greatness is to come. I can't wait to see your first game. Looking forward to the growth and development of your basketball team. Continued good luck and success. Take care. Go Beach.
Chris, first off, I want to thank you for all you've meant to San Diego State basketball and me. For the conference championships, the Final Four run, the Sweet 16, you were vitally important to us. Secondly, I want to congratulate you on the opportunity you so richly deserve, being head coach at Long Beach State University. Good luck, my friend.
Chris, I remember it just like it was yesterday, September 2007. You were transitioning from professional basketball player to college basketball coach at Citrus College. And everyone in the gym the first week, players, coaches, knew you were destined for greatness. And here we are, an amazing opportunity that you have earned every step of the way. The great thing is you don't have to do anything differently than what you've always done. Inspire greatness in others, create belief, be at your best when things are tough, and always lead. Everyone is incredibly proud of you. Colleagues, friends, family, especially your mother. We're so excited for Long Beach State basketball and you.
Coach Acker, Long Beach State, congratulations. Coach Acker is an absolute superstar. He's going to do an unbelievable job at Long Beach State. What a great hire. Very excited, ready to be all in with Long Beach State basketball.
Congratulations, Chris. Very proud of you. I am proud to be your father. Thank you for the opportunity to watch you coach from the sideline. Your family's proud of you. We're all proud of you. God bless you.
I am so excited to say congratulations to you today, Chris. You are amazing. You lead with such passion and authenticity, and you pour your heart into every single thing that you do. I can't think of anyone who deserves this more than you. So many years have gone into this, and I can't wait for the next years to make this new chapter our life and to make Long Beach our home.
Congrats, Coach Ack!
So happy for this new opportunity.
We're so proud of you.
We're so excited to be a part of the Long Beach community.
We love you so much.
Go Beach!
All right, now that we've got him nice and emotional, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the 17th men's basketball head coach in Long Beach State University history, Chris Acker.
I had so many things I wanted to say. That got me going. Oh, man, I'm not a crier at all. All right, let me gather myself here. I want you guys to know this is my dream job. I was on a walk this morning right over there by the Queen Mary, and it dawned on me that that same walk that I was on, my dad one day, I was at Long Beach Poly preparing for an AAU game right over there, and my dad bumped into Jelly Bean Bryant, and Jelly Bean Bryant told my dad that Kobe Bryant would run 8 miles before every single game. And sure and behold, I was out there running 8 miles before my game. So it worked for my brother. He ended up playing in the NBA, but it's translated into who I am today as a man. So my family is here. They've been so gracious in showing up today, but I have a lot of ties here in this community, and I just wanted to start off by, again, telling you guys this is my dream job. I want to start off with a couple thank yous. I want to first thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank President Connolly. I want to thank Vice President and Chief Financial Officer Scott Appel. I want to thank Vice President for University Relations and Development, Dan Montoya. I want to thank Athletic Director Bobby Smitherin. I want to thank Senior Associate Athletic Director of Special Projects and Strategic Initiatives. I tried to memorize that. Gladys Jaffe, I want to thank you so much. I want to thank my future general managers, Ed Ratliff and Glenn McDonald. I want to thank them very much. And I want to thank my Vice President of Basketball Operations, Renee McDonald. I wanted to thank them because obviously there's an investment in a belief in what's to come. And they had to make a decision, and these decisions are never easy. And so the fact that they chose me makes me extremely excited and appreciative for this opportunity that I have. So again, thank you to those people. As I continue with my thank yous, I want to thank some of the head coaches I've had the pleasure of working with and colleagues I've had the pleasure of working with. I want to thank Aron Ganot, who's the head coach at the University of Hawaii. I want to thank Leon Rice, head coach at Boise State University. And I want to thank Brian Dutcher, head coach at San Diego State University, for just investing in me, giving me insight as to what this was going to feel like, what this was going to be like as I took on this new opportunity. I want to thank my mentors. You saw one of them up there, two of them up there actually. Rick Croy, head coach at Cal Baptist University, Steve Fisher, and I want to thank my uncle Art Mayfield. I consider them all mentors because of the investment they place in me every single day, just feeding me fuel and energy, whether it's a scripture, whether it's a kind word, whether it's just guidance in any decision I'm making. So I want to thank my mentors for their process. I want to thank my dad, Luther Acker. I want to thank my late mother, Helen Acker. I want to thank a dear friend who was like a brother to me, a really good friend of mine, my late friend, Wesley Carruthers. I want to thank him so much. I want to thank my siblings, Arthur, Taisha, Alex, Brianna, and I want to thank my entire family. And I want to thank all of my closest friends, some of them sitting right here that are with me today. I want to thank my lovely wife, fiance, soon-to-be wife. Soon-to-be wife, if she says yes, soon-to-be wife. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I want to thank my lovely fiance, Stephanie, and our 4 children, Malachi, Elliot, Elijah, and Colt. I want to thank you guys for your undying love. I want to thank you guys for your support in the hard times. I'm just so thankful for this opportunity, and you guys are a huge reason why I'm here today. All right, now that all of that's out the way, I want to get to the good stuff. I want to talk right now to the players that are here that are coming back, and I'm very optimistic. I know I'm being very optimistic. I want to talk to the players that are potentially coming back. And I want to tell you, first of all, I appreciate what you guys got done. To win 3 games in 3 days and come together and gel the way you did was unbelievable. So clap it up for those guys. I also want to say congratulations for making it to the NCAA tournament, one of the hardest tournaments to ever be invited into. And especially, as you guys know, with the net and all of the analytics, it's even harder to get into that tournament. So congratulations for making it to the NCAA tournament. But I want you to know we can do it again. We can do it again. We can do it again. And so if you see any of these guys in here, corner them and don't let them leave until they tell you they're coming back. I really appreciate you guys, the players. I really appreciate you guys for your process. I'm thoughtful in your process. I want you to want to be here for all the right reasons. I would be excited to be your head men's basketball coach. But again, I'm going to trust your journey, your process. I'm going to trust in the people in this room as they connect with you and as they interact with you. But just know the door is always open for conversation. And I hope, again, that one day I'll be able to coach you and lead you deeper into your NCAA tournament run in the future. To the students, to the alumni, to the season ticket holders, future season ticket holders, and to the entire community, it's time to build on this momentum that we have right now. It's a great opportunity right now that we have. I just want to say we can do something that hasn't been done in this program in a very long time. And we're going to need all of the support we possibly can from you. I want to talk to the people that may be a little bit on the fence on this hire. I want to talk to you a little bit. And I want to be clear about a couple things. Success is not a coincidence. By no means is it a coincidence. It takes a lot of preparation and a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to get to where we are right now. Bobby hit on a lot of these things, but I want you to know I've left every program that I've been in better than it's been when I got there. Every single one. This is not written down, but I just want to share this with you so that you get a little bit more insight of who I am. It's very, very difficult in the hiring process because at the end of the day, to get a job, you have to talk about yourself a lot. You have to. You have to speak about who you are and what you've done. That's not me in my heart, but at the end of the day, I understand that it takes everyone to get something done. But I want you to know I was an intricate part. And basically at the University of Hawaii, that program won an NCAA tournament game and they haven't won one since. That was my first year at the Division I level. There was a lot of energy and hard work that went into winning that NCAA tournament game. We were also 28-6, which was the best record and standing record in that program's history. There's a long lineage of players and people that have been in that program as well. Bobby hit on a little bit my success at San Diego State. 5 straight conference tournament championship games I've competed in. In that program, I never competed in that conference tournament without playing in the championship game. We didn't win them all, but we had an opportunity to win every one. In order to play in the conference tournament and advance into the NCAA tournament, you got to put yourself at a great place. You got to put yourself in a great standing. This past season, we were the 5th seed going into the NCAA tournament, and we finished 5th in conference. But we were able to beat teams that we had no business beating. We lost everybody on our roster. We had 2 guys on our roster that hadn't played the year prior on the team that went to the NCAA championship game. That's player development at the end of the day. I'm an intricate piece to why that program's had the success they had. I want you to know that I'm a winner. And as Bobby said, I'm a fierce competitor, and I plan on surrounding myself with like-minded people. And obviously the guys that advanced and went to the NCAA tournament, Those guys know what that feels like. They know what that looks like. So again, if you see these guys, make sure we get them wrapped up. But now let's move on a little bit to how do we get there here at Long Beach State. Starts with our values. We're going to value our mental health. It's very, very important to me that our guys know where they are every single day and they understand how to deal with the difficulties that they have to face, not only as basketball players, but as student athletes, social media, and all the influences around them. So we're going to value our mental health. We're going to value our academics. It's critical. We're going to value it at an elite level because if you're mentally good and your academics are tight, then all the other stuff will take care of itself. We're going to value each other. We're going to have a great deal of appreciation for who we are and what we bring to the table. We're going to be focused. We're going to focus on our effort, our energy, and our attitudes. We're also going to focus on our approach. And we're going to apply that in everything that we do on and off the court. Now, for the rest of this stuff, as we segue into how that all fits into basketball, I don't even think I need the papers for this part. Flow into our style of play a little bit. But we can't get into our style of play until our values and our focus are in line. Then we can hop out on the court and we can talk about how good we're going to be defensively. We're going to compete defensively. This program is going to defend. We're going to be tough on the ball, and we're going to be tough in our gaps. And we are going to help each other. And we're going to do multiple things on the floor. We're going to be the best defensive team in the Big West, unequivocally, without a question. We are going to be the best on that end of the floor. We're going to appreciate it. We're going to be connected defensively. We're going to be connected. These guys are going to talk at an elite level. And you come by practice, and all of you welcome to come by practice. It won't be the coaches talking on defense. It's going to be the guys on the floor getting it done. We are going to secure the basketball, and we are going to run. We are going to run. We're going to run. We're going to run at home, and we're going to run on the road. We're going to run at home, and we're going to run on the road. And that's important to me because I don't like front-running teams. I don't like teams that are elite at home, and they change when they're on the road. The two things that will travel with us is our defense and how we play downhill and transition on offense. Those two things will travel with us on the road. We are going to be so locked in on the concept of good to great. We're going to give of ourselves to make sure our teammates have success. We're going to play with extreme amount of confidence on the offensive end. They're going to believe in each other. They're going to represent this community. They're going to represent each other at an elite level. They're going to be more connected than you guys have ever seen them. I'm so excited to be your next head men's basketball coach here at Long Beach State. If there's any questions, feel free to ask any questions. But again, I'm super excited about this next opportunity. I think Roger's coming around.
All right, at this time, we'll open it up for questions from our assembled media. Please state your institution, your name, and ask your question.
JJ Fiddler with the 562.org. First of all, congratulations. Welcome to Long Beach.
Thank you.
In terms of recruiting and your focus, is this group of fans going to, in your first year, is this group of fans going to see more guys coming in from the transfer portal, maybe somebody they're rooting for only a year? Or is this group of fans going to see more high school freshmen coming in where you're planning on developing them over multiple years?
That's a great question. Again, we're going to start with the players that are here. We're going to recruit these guys. And these I believe in synergy, and I believe that the guys here are going to have a huge hand in what happens in our future as far as recruiting concerned. So that'll remain to be seen, but I want them to have emphasis and input and be a part of the recruiting process with me.
How you doing? Congratulations. John W. Davis with the Press Telegram here in Long Beach.
Nice to meet you, John.
Nice to meet you too. Can you talk to me about the sacrifice that it took to get here? Because I know that, there's no way that you couldn't be here if you didn't sacrifice and have, long nights and early mornings and all of those things. And with that in mind, for your first Division I head coaching job, what does it mean for it to be here, essentially, at home?
That's a great question. The sacrifice, man, I got people in here that understand exactly where I come from and what I've had to do to get here and the sacrifice I've had to make. It's not just a basketball sacrifice. Sometimes you're sacrificing things with family. Sometimes you're missing birthdays. Sometimes you're missing Thanksgivings and Christmas. Sometimes you have to be disconnected from people that are closest to you. And sometimes you got to leave people behind, and they look at you differently because of it. But when you're on a mission, you're just pushing towards that mission. And you want everybody around you to be excited about your journey and your process. But outside of basketball, those are some of the essential sacrifices I've had to make. As it relates to basketball, absolutely there's sacrifices because you have to give of yourself, and the guys you're coaching have to become your kids. And so to the best of your ability, you try to involve your family with the program, but you spend more time with the players in the program than you do your own family. And so you have to sacrifice and get to know them and figure out from them exactly who they are so that you can move them eventually and get them to respond to you and get them to respond to you quickly so that you can get the job done. So those are the sacrifices from a family standpoint. As far as my first Division I head coaching job, I've worked for some great head coaches and head coaches that have allowed me to work and have allowed me, again, to be an intricate part to the success of their programs. And so, I'm excited about this opportunity, but more than excited, I'm ready. And I feel like I've been ready for a long time, but the timing of this one, because when you go through this process as an assistant coach, even as assistant coaches, sometimes you can feel a little bit of entitlement because of what you've done and what you're getting done. But I'm a firm believer that God does things at the right time. And so, for me, this opportunity presenting itself here at home and just being right up the road and being comfortable in this environment and being able to go to my family's house for dinner and hang out with them and just be myself around them, I couldn't think of a better opportunity for me and my family.
What's up, Coach? Jerry Reynoso from 22 West Radio.
Nice to meet you.
You had several stints coaching as assistant job, Boise State, Hawaii, San Diego State. And I think for me, the biggest thing that stood out to you with your time at San Diego State was your culture. How important is culture for you here at Long Beach State, and will we be seeing percentage of Boise State culture, San Diego State here, or will this be more of a Chris Acker-esque culture here at Long Beach State?
I don't think you can transition into a job without taking some of the lessons that you've learned with you along the way. And so I think you'll see a little bit of everything. I've been fortunate, very fortunate, to work, again, for some unbelievable, talented head coaches. And, when I got my first head job at the community college level at West LA College, I only knew one way. So I did exactly what I learned as I was a 6-year assistant coach at the community college level. When I transitioned, I did exactly what I did then. And so now having all of these experiences and understanding that the players are the most important part of this process, I'm going to dig in with them, get some understanding of where they're at and what they need and how this program works, because I'm a visitor. And so I want to know from them exactly what their expectations are. And I want to meet them in the middle. I mean, one of the things I learned from Aranganada at Hawaii when we took over the job there, I was there when he got the job, is that you can't bulldoze your way into anything and expect anybody to get anything done for you. You got to meet guys halfway. You got to have conversations. Guys have to be in on what you're trying to accomplish. So as far as culture is concerned, I have core beliefs. I talked about my values. I talked about my focus. I have things that I believe in. But at the end of the day, in order for those things to be realized, I need these guys' support, and I need them to jump on board as well. So we're going to figure out from them exactly what they're looking for in their next head coach as I continue to talk to them and try to recruit them back into the program.
Tyler Hendrickson with the 562.org. What's up, Coach?
How you doing, Tyler? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. The tears are out of the way. I couldn't be happier.
I do have a question. So one of the things in the
program that's been kind of a criticism is the lack of local recruiting. Seeing my guy KJ up there on the video, I had to ask, what's your philosophy as far as recruiting locally, and is that an important thing for you to kind of keep Long Beach kids in Long Beach and kind of build a fence in the community?
We want the best players that we can possibly get in this program. This program deserves that. There's a lot of guys, there's alumni here today. There's guys that I've talked to from Long Beach. I've talked to Coach Diggs over at Long Beach Poly. I think out of respect, regardless if they have players or not, out of respect for this community, it's on us to be in their gyms, develop relationships, because everything nowadays is so transactional. And I think the more organic the relationships are, the better opportunity we have to serve the community. And just being visible in the community allows us the opportunity to recruit right here in our backyard. So absolutely, we're going to be here. I plan on our staff being in the gyms locally, but we're going to recruit the best players, and we're going to recruit the best fits for Long Beach State.
Coach, what does a Chris Acker player look like when you're recruiting?
Hold on. Kadir, you can come up here and answer this question. What is it? Well, I talked to him about this. You gotta want to defend at an elite level, which requires a great deal of sacrifice to defend how we're going to defend. So people talk about defense, but there's another level that guys are going to have to go to in order for it to work. And then you have to have a basketball IQ. You have to be intelligent on both ends of the floor. And that's something that I think as a coaching staff, we work with our players on every single day with film sessions, with communication and things of that nature. But, the reality of it is if you start with toughness, you start with defense, and you start with IQ, then you're off to a great start. And I think the staff that I'm going to put in place, if they know those things, it'll make their lives easier when they're out there recruiting. Because I think this is a community of people that work extremely hard, and they want to come out here and see a product on the floor of guys that are working extremely hard. And so whoever we bring here are going to be guys that are going to represent this community and represent this program at a very, very high level.
Thank you, Coach. Let's give it up one more time for our new men's basketball coach.
Thank you guys very much.